Greetings, Commanders. Welcome to episode 14 of the UK's #1 podcast on Marvel Strike Force, the MSF pod. This podcast covers everything that's happening in the world of Marvel Strike Force, which is a mobile hero collector game available on iTunes, Google Play, BlueStacks, and wherever else you play mobile games. We are the lads from 4Play Gaming. You'll find us on YouTube under that name. We're on Instagram and Twitter under the name 4P Gaming. And you'll also find the MSF pod on iTunes, Google Podcasts, and everywhere else that you get your podcasts. Don't forget to subscribe and tell your Alliance mates about us. We're slowly growing, so thanks everyone for your support. Please also give us a 5-star review and we'll read it out on the show. We also offer a video version of the podcast on YouTube, so check that out if you want. So after last week's outro fail, where I was left frozen in the Phantom Zone, only to be met with the lack of mercy from my peers, I have the pleasure of introducing the two impractical jokers that join me on today's MSF pod. We have the kit man and resident expert on all things Marvel, the Kevin Hart of the podcast, laughing at my pain. Diggs, how you doing, mate?
Good about you?
Yeah, I'm very well, mate. I'm very. Yeah.
Bring out.
Next up, we've got the Bill Burr of the podcast, and I'm sorry you feel that way. Adam, how you doing, bud?
Hello, mate. Yeah, good. Good to see you moving again.
Yeah, I know. I know, right? And my name's Luke. Okay, so first and foremost, guys, did you get any good pulls this week? Any upgrades, red stars, anything like that? Adam?
So I got a 5 red star crystal out of the one of the red star orbs, which was cool.
Was that a 5 elite that you opened, or?
Yeah. Just which is good. Level C and humans up. I love using them as well, and she's pretty cool. So I was kind of happy with that. I've leveled Black Bolt up a little more as well, which is fun, and my X-Men. Yeah.
Brilliant. How about you, Diggsy?
I got a 4 red star white tiger, just out of a normal red star orb.
Wicked.
Which was good.
What have you been working on?
I have been. I've finished leveling up Wave 1 Avengers and a couple of the Fantastic Four. So I was leveling up Hulk and Invisible Woman, Thing, and Iron Man for the last 3 levels of the first part of the Doom campaign, which I've three-starred all that. So I've done with that, and now I'm on to the Wakandans.
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
Wicked. I never freeze. Have you? So you're on to you're just building them up at the moment.
Yeah. So the first part 2 of the Doom campaign, the first 3 levels are AIM, Mercenary, or Wakandan. I've done nothing in AIM, nothing in Wakandan. The only mercenary I've got is Deadpool leveled up. So I was just like, well, I may as well level up the Wakandans, and at least I can smash that Chaos Theory. Got Shuri, who I know is good in a lot of other places. So just leveling them up.
Wicked, man. That's cool. Awesome. I haven't got much to report. I pulled 6 stars on Moon Knight, which I am I'm not a lucky dude. So when that happened, I
bet you were your cakes.
Dude, I did it at work, and I was like, oh my,
About the other day, when in the chat, obviously that popped up, and then you got like literally a minute later, I swear, it was like next thing in the chat, you got like 1 million gold orb or something. It was like, I was like, what's going on?
yeah, mate. It was, yeah. I mean, I guess it all comes in threes, but I haven't done my 3rd awesome thing yet. But I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
But I was working on Wave 1 Avengers. I've done the first chapter of Doom, so I'm on to Doom 2.1 as well, Diggs. But I'm upgrading AIM instead because.
So you already got quite a high level AIM team, haven't you?
Yeah, but that first node's difficult, man. Like I'm gonna have to put a lot more into them, maybe get them to like 250 or something, because at the moment they're sub 200, and like literally if Scientist Supreme dies, it's just like everyone just gets wiped. It's crazy. But
I'm aiming to get Wakandan's all about 60k ish on average. Probably Shuri a little bit higher, and probably the likes of Buckle or Okoye a little bit lower. But yeah,
so
60k piece.
So okay, cool.
You guys are talking obviously Doom nodes, aren't you? What's the kind of like recommended by the community for these Doom nodes? Because just out of interest, I know what you guys are obviously showing preference over. What's the community recommended, like on Reddit and stuff, or like OMG and people like that?
I've never actually looked, to be honest.
The difficult thing is for the majority of the content creators that are out there, obviously they've been playing the game for a good couple of years. They've all got high TCPs. So, you know, like if you, I mean, IMG's got videos on all of the, you know, the Doom campaign nodes and stuff, but he's smashing them with like 400k teams. So
autoing his way through without even paying attention.
Yeah, and that's not a criticism. I mean, he even jokes about it. He's like, you know, just destroy it with a 500k Ultron team or something. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's So I mean, I guess it's you know, whatever you've been sort of doing. So
yeah,
I mean, like if you were a new player, I think there's so much value now in a Wave 1 Avenger team, just because you know, you can use them all the way through campaign. You can split them up and use them for different things. Obviously one of them gets you to a legendary quickly. Like I think that's definitely a good team to build. It'd be interesting to see what people thought.
Yeah, I mean, well, so I was going to highlight this, but I only just unlocked the Doom campaign the other day after our chat, Luke. But I'll highlight that in a minute. But for people that don't have this available yet, because this was locked for me until a few days ago, you can see here requires, and it tells you obviously requirements just like the other nodes. But so you guys are talking about the Shield, Wave 1 Avengers, or Fantastic Force. The last 3 here?
Okay. Yeah, the last 3 nodes being Luke both completed fairly recently.
You've done nice, and now Diggs, you're on about Wakanda, Luke, you're on about AIM as well.
Yeah,
I really like AIM, so I'll probably level them up. But I really like later on Spider-Verse. I'll be using for that. Oh no, Marauders actually. Yeah, I really like.
Don't forget, you can't use Emma Frost in the Marauders.
Oh, that's
a Marauder. No.
Yeah.
The Spider-Verse, you can use the symbiotes.
Cool.
That's what I'll be using for that.
I'm really liking this Black Order because I kind of, obviously I'm getting Ebony more in the next event, and I kind of needed a reason. I wanted to level him up, but I needed a reason to, and that's it. That's my reason there. So who's
It'll be interesting to see in that Black Order, because technically Thanos isn't in the Black Order. He hasn't got a Black Order tag, so I don't know if he'll be allowed in, which would be a shame.
Oh, yeah, that will be a big shame.
So if not, I'll just replace him with Iron Man. Get some of the use out of him.
Yeah. You could do Black Order featuring Red Skull, because one of them's Hydra, isn't it? that might actually be quite fun. I might just load up Red Skull just for a laugh.
Was it Red Skull on that one? Wasn't it?
It was Hydra, Black Order, and
power armor.
And power armor, yeah. So,
like, pretty funny, yeah.
I've got obviously Black Order as well, high level, and Iron Man's quite high level, and that is it. I've got nothing in Hydra, nothing in the rest of power armor. So
that's sick. That
you could do Zemo as well. Oh, sorry.
It's quite exciting. Like I was just saying, I've only just unlocked Doom. After our chat the other day, Luke, you said about because I didn't want to level my X-Men up yet. I said to you, didn't I? I'll wait till Phoenix. And that was kind of stalling my progression through the Nexus. And my X-Men, I don't think I've had much more into them since. But and I hadn't tried those nodes for ages because I was getting smashed. And now I literally just leveled these guys up. I think they're combined digs like I think they're 180 odd or 200 or something maybe. But like they're not mega high. And I've just smashed through it on auto on those last few nodes.
Really?
Yeah, just smashed through it. So I just hadn't tried it. I thought I'd get beaten. So that was nice. And I was stuck on this node for ages.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're about 180 when I did it. So just for people wanting to know, level your X-Men up, and that's where I was. So I'm quite happy to have that because it's like something new for the campaign. I can farm Thanos, and get through this, and I really like Proxima Midnight, so I want to get to that so I can farm her.
Yeah, is that 229 or whatever it is?
The last one on 2,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's wicked.
Yeah, fantastic, mate. Well, yeah, congratulations. Like, I mean, you're sort of creeping into that end game, I guess. I mean, this is, you know, I'd say the Doom campaign's end game, isn't it? I mean, you have to have some pretty high teams for it, don't you?
Yeah.
Sweet. Good.
Okay.
Good. Yeah.
All right, so let's move on. So community roundup with Adam. What have the good people of MSF been saying to us this week?
So I'll just load it up on the other screen. It's ready and waiting for us.
Okay.
But yeah, we didn't have loads on last week's, but I will I'll bring it up. There we go. Share screen. Boom. So again, Adrian's checked in, which is awesome. Welcome back.
Legend.
For mentioning or commenting. Quick tip about teams needed for the Doom War campaign nodes, because we've been talking about this a lot because you guys are there, and we were just talking about it. You don't need Iron Man at all. Hulk, Captain America, whichever highest other two Avengers, along with Invisible Woman, is a lot more efficient than having Iron Man, unless you're building Iron Man power armor. Even there, Iron Man is disappointing, and I replaced him with Ultron the moment I got Ultron. Also slap level 3 healing ISO 8 on both tanks, and your sustain becomes a non-issue. So that's good. That's good. Thanks for that info there. And then put back to him. Thanks, Adrian. I'll let Diggs know. Hope you're well, mate. And I said, what are you currently working on? And he's put mainly beefing up the Dad Bros and adding Doc Ock, my second run of Dark Dimension 3, farming X-Force and PIMS in preparation for their legendary rotation. I'm still trudging through my first DD3, first run of DD3, but this morning and 19 attacks later on the final node of Global, and finally through the Cosmic nodes. It's night and day. Cosmic is a breeze. Blasted through the first 3 nodes before stalling. Wow. Hopefully these Cosmic nodes and the City ones to follow will make up for the 3+ months I've been in DD3 already. So that's quite good to know for people, how long it can take. I shouldn't complain too much though. Someone in my alliance took 133 tries before beating Node 3. So that's an example of why you plan ahead and not just bring any tune into content like this. Are you guys on track for all unlocks despite the switcheroos with the legendary calendar? So we could answer that on here, I guess.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Good. So go ahead.
Diggs, lead the way, mate. Lead the way.
Yeah, it didn't. The switching around actually helped me because I wasn't going to get. I've already got Black Bolt at 6-star, but I wasn't going to get the rest of the Inhumans to 6 to get Ebony more at 6-star. So I was just farming up Guardians to get 7-star Star-Lord. So the fact they pushed him back just made my life easier. I didn't have to farm so intently. All I've got to do is just farm Groot once a day. Just normally towards the end of the day, once I'm low on things to farm, if you know what I mean. I'm just I'll just do a quick farm on Groot, get a couple of shards. They're gonna need about 100 more or something, and then everyone will be 7-star ready for when he comes back.
Brilliant.
And I've just unlocked, just because we've done Doom 9. After that, I think I'll start farming Negasonic for X-Force to get Doc Ock.
Wicked.
Cool. And you, Luke?
Yeah, I mean, I've got everyone that you can get at the moment. Obviously, the first run of Jubilee I couldn't get because obviously I didn't have a high enough yellow jacket. But yeah, everyone else I've got. I think I might be getting. I know I got the 6-star Black Bolt, which is good. I won't be getting a 6-star Ebony anymore. And then from then on, I'm happy with everyone being 6. I think I've got a 6-star Spider-Verse team, so that'll be a 6-star Shuri coming. Or is that? Yeah, and then a 6-star Sinister 6 for Invisible Woman. No, I've got everyone.
Sin 6 could do Shuri as well, couldn't they?
Yeah. That's Spider-Verse. Yeah, so
nice.
So that's all good. So the only thing, my main priority is trying to get through these Doom campaign nodes to get to Yellow Jacket so I can start farming him. So the current event at the moment, I'm really hoping I get a couple of Yellow Jacket shards, but all it seems to want to give me is the old hand sentry. So that's great. Yeah, talk to the hand. How about you, Adam? How are you doing with your legendaries?
Yeah, not bad. So yeah, Sin 6, they've been 6-star for a while. I think it worked in my favor, didn't it, a bit, because of Ebony more. So
yeah, it did. Yeah,
that's worked in my favour, and I'm hoping my main one I'm aiming for is Phoenix, because I'm just sick of being beaten by her. So I'm going to make a really good one, and so it's worked in my favour. But I wasn't like banking on anyone next anyway. So
I've recently taken Phoenix into Start Dimension 3. I've only just got her up to Gear Tier 14, and you need her for that game mode for sure. You just do.
Have you taken in Ghost?
Not yet. No, she's not high enough yet. But yeah, that's that. Yeah, I might get her up because I haven't got anyone that uses a lot of tech gear. So yeah, I might do.
Yeah, I've started DD3 out. I figured I'd finish the Doom campaign and then I'll look at what nodes are coming first and be like, right, let's focus on these 5 characters for these however many nodes and then go from there.
Yeah. I'm on to node 4. I need to do it today actually, but yesterday I went in, got wiped. I was like, here we go again. So yeah.
The hell would you?
Yeah. So thanks a lot for the feedback, guys, in the community roundup. Let's push on. So the Punisher or Scream, Punisher or Scream has now come up as a votable option. So via Facebook, this is all based off of I think the DD4 winners choices. So I think he's like, I'll pick one character, and I think MSF pick another one. So, Scopely or whatever. So Punisher or Scream is basically going to be a blitz. The community voting for it now on Facebook. Who would you guys prefer? Just out of interest.
Scream.
Yeah, Scream. That's a must, isn't it? It's got to be Scream. Like,
yeah.
Punisher. If it's not Scream, I'm calling Fix.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously they do it based on the emoticons or whatever it's called, and emojis. Sorry, I'm out of touch, old man. And yeah. And
the new Transformers, mate. What's the Decepticons and the emoticons?
So, like, if you look at there's a way of looking sort of on the votes. So yeah, you can see there's a number of like.
Wow.
So 31,000 to 1,000.
Yeah.
Lovely. So so I think Scream's won that one.
Yeah.
Even Marvel Strike Force have commented. Looks like Scream might have won this.
Everyone's like, what?
That's hilarious. So yeah, so we've got that blitz coming fairly soon, which is cool. And we got an in-game notification saying this week we got an in-game confirmation saying that the Minerva won the blitz against Thanos, so there'll be a Minerva blitz coming up, which is good news.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so that's pretty cool. You guys happy with that?
Yeah, I mean, I just did give it the thumbs down, but I was happy either way, to be honest. I like them both.
Same here. So obviously last week we missed out on the blog post because Marvel Strike Force released the roadmap for what's to come and then dropped the blog post the next day. So we missed out on a couple of things. Obviously, you guys, now you're listening to this, know the blitzes. We had Stature to start with, and we've currently got Sif going on, which we're all happy with that, aren't we?
Yeah, I've got Sif.
I was just milestone, as you boys would say, milestones and chill with that.
That's what I did with Stature.
I've blitzed like mad recently. I've got Sif at 7 stars, so I'm just like, I'll leave this one. I'll bow out of this one.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just not as fast. You know what I mean?
That's cool. Yeah, I went fairly high. It was actually quite a nice change because normally I'm just blitzing all weekend. You know what I mean? But like I was, I just blitz all week. This is great for Stature. So I got I got her to 5 stars, which is good from that blitz. So she's ready to go, which is good. But yeah, so that was really it from last week's blog post. There was also mention that Baron Zemo is going into the raid store, available for the highest raid currency, which is good news. You guys happy about that?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's massive.
Old, but what was I calling him? Diggs? Baron Skull or something?
I can't. Yeah, you
Red
kept
Zemo?
confusing Red Zemo. Yeah.
Good
Or
old
the
Red
Red
Zemo.
Baron. Red Baron. That's what it was.
What was it? Red Baron.
Red Baron.
Oh,
Isn't he the mate from Wacky
I
Races?
can't wait for that character. I don't even know his name. He is sick though, but yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I'm happy about that, and I'm sure it's got absolutely nothing to do with Winter Soldier, Falcon and the Winter Soldier starting in a week or two's time, and him being the main villain in that. I'm sure that's not remotely tied in.
It's cool though, isn't it? Like it feels like he's not been out for very long, but yeah, I think he has. But yeah, that's great. More characters in the raid store is always a good thing. I hope they give us another row so it's easier to consistently farm characters. But yeah, that's awesome. What else have we missed? Chaos Theory is currently happening at the moment, so if you guys haven't done it already, get involved in that. Have you guys done Chaos Theory today?
Yeah, as I was saying earlier, I couldn't do it at all really because I hadn't put anything into my Wakandans. I threw a bit of what I could into Shuri last night. I think she's about 30 odd K, 35K, something like that. And soloed the first 3 levels with her basically, and put the other 4 in as cannon fodder. But yeah, just pretty much soloed my way through it with her, and yeah, got I was saying, yeah, I've not done any of it before, so I could only do the first 3 because of the tokens. But yeah, good times.
That first time reward is pretty good, isn't it? Like for a lot of them. So yeah.
I just got to this today. When you said Chaos Theory, for some reason I thought you were talking about this one, the Wakanda Nation. But it's not, is it? Yeah, I just got to that one today. 3-starred that one, which was cool.
Awesome.
Tier 4, but yeah.
Nice, man. Good job. Also, so last week a Moon Knight came available for purchase in the game. Now, obviously, we don't. We're all sort of cheap to play players, so. But yeah, I've seen a lot of people sort of picking him up, which is cool. I think it's a shame that the blog post isn't out yet, but I think they're going to announce his event fairly soon. And people think it will be similar to the Red Guardian event or the Scream event. No, sorry,
the
event.
milestone style ones.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, where you like unlock an orb or whatever it is. Or
yeah.
But I don't know if they'll run that. I don't know. I imagine it'll be next weekend. That's what I guess, because I think that's when White Tiger's event finishes.
Cool.
But yeah, that's coming soon. So keep your eyes out for that. Yeah, there are a few issues with the war season rewards and the bishop shards from last week as well, not showing up in our inboxes like they usually do. So normally we get like our war milestones and stuff. Well, in the UK we get them on Monday morning, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
And then same with the the weekend splits. Those shards were late. I think they showed up at about 12 o'clock UK time. So yeah, that happened again. Reddit was on fire about it, but
of course they were.
What can you do? More on that later. Yeah, the White Tiger event's still going. We're enjoying that. You guys farming the heck out of her? Or?
Yeah, I forgot every day for about 3 days in a row. I was busy. You buffoon. Yeah, I remembered in the end, and yeah, I have been hitting it fairly hard when I actually remember to do so.
Brilliant. And how about you, Adam? Doing the same?
Yeah, hard. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I've forgotten. If I've forgotten, I've forgotten that I've forgotten. If that makes sense. But yeah, you've been hitting it hard, haven't you?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, again, like you, I might have forgotten 1 or 2 days. So I'm not sure, but yeah, I think I'm on track for 4 stars at least, which is cool. I wasn't that bothered about building a Shadowlands team, and then obviously I hit that 6-star Moon Knight, and I'm like, well, I better do something with this. So,
Very cool.
which is annoying. So now now night nurse is in the old farming rotation, and
oh god,
yeah.
Yeah, I've got White Tiger at 3 stars, 5 shards into that. So I don't know how in line I am for 5-star White Tiger, but that would be cool.
Yeah, I just think you have to be lucky. Like have a couple of big drops in the middle for her.
Right.
But I imagine there'll be like there'll be like a 99p orb offer or something like that. I imagine at some point if you're only a couple of shards away. And we all know how lucky you are with those orbs, mate. So
I'll just stop bothering now then and get that.
yeah, you might as well, mate. So yeah, also Ebony Moore is coming next week. So for us in the UK, it'll be Tuesday. For America, it's Monday, I think. Is that right? So yeah, congratulations if you're unlocking Ebony Moore. Adam, you're getting him, aren't you, this time? So
yeah, can't wait. Yeah, and I've got a bit left from leveling up my X-Men to put into him, which is cool. So
good.
Yeah, excited for that.
He's a beast.
Diggs is a fan. I am also a fan. And yeah, okay. So let's go into this community feedback blog post, which is what dropped on a Friday. Normally it's a regular blog post, but this is in relation to the blog post from 3 weeks ago. So it's entitled Character Progression and Tech Issues. And what I thought we could do is we could read through it together. So Diggs, do you want to do this first bit?
Yeah, can do, mate. Yeah.
Cool, let's do it.
So training modules. There's been a lot of player feedback on the topic of training module availability. After some analysis, it's clear that we need to significantly increase the amount of available training modules to better enable players to level up their characters at an intended rate. Through a number of changes, we are going to increase the amount of training modules you can get on a monthly basis by a value of nearly 800,000 XP, or 1,000 level 3 training modules, which is great news. Firstly, we will be creating a reoccurring flash event that specifically rewards training modules, which is something we talked about, wasn't it? Similar to the events like Payday and Chaos Theory. This event will require skill military characters. See below for information on that team's rework. And we will make Yelena's character shards more accessible before the first run of the event, which we are currently targeting around May. And similar to Chaos Theory, the first time completions rules will be generous to give some initial relief up front. That's good. Second, we'll be increasing the amount of training modules you get from daily objective from L2 to L3 each to over 15 L3 training modules every day. Training modules will also be added as a reward to various areas, including login calendars and level rewards for newer players. And finally, because we know May is a couple of months away, we'll be looking for opportunities to provide you with additional training modules in the meantime. This will likely include training module events, milestones, and new features.
We got notification of that, didn't we? We've got a calendar running at the moment with it's like a thank you calendar for thank you for playing MSF, and it's got like all of this sort of stuff in there.
Yeah, I got 3. Well, you get 5,000 training module shards, don't you? And I already had over 1,000, so I opened 3 of them yesterday, the day before, I think, and got something like 60 odd orange training modules.
That's great.
That went straight into Shuri.
Yeah, perfect. and now you haven't got any more, right?
No, I've got enough now.
All right. So, I mean, how do you guys want to tackle this? Do you want to go through it all and discuss it, or should we just go into the training modules now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have they talk about the training modules below, do they? Or?
No, they don't. No.
Let's straight to Orange Gear, shall we?
Yeah. Okay. So do you want me to do Orange Gear?
Go for it.
Okay. So similar to training modules, we looked at Orange Gear availability and identified areas where we can nearly double the inflow of standard materials like catalysts, stat catalysts, and origin gear to help players better progress through Orange Gear. We'll be increasing Orange Gear availability in the following ways: doubling the SBC catalysts in daily objectives, doubling the non-first time rewards of Orange Gear and Relic Hunt. Doubling the value for SBCs, Star Catalysts, and Origin Gear in the Raid store, and adding an additional row of Orange Gear into the Raid store. the per unit cost of all orange gear except uniques in the main supplies store will be reduced, and quantities will be increased, resulting in, and then it goes into some percentages and stuff. So 300% more value on SBCs, going from 240 gold for 5 pieces to 240k gold for 20 pieces. So that's a pretty high change, isn't it? 60% more value on basic origin gear, going from 32.1k gold for 1 piece to 60k gold for 3 pieces, which again is good. And 100% more value on stat catalyst, going from 96.3k gold to for 3 pieces to 80k for 5. Additionally, this is the point in the natural life cycle of Gear Tier 15 where you would provide more access to the Gear Tier 15 mini uniques. You'll be seeing this in the following ways. So they'll be doubling the quantity of mini unique bundles in the War Store and Orb, going from 1,400 war credits to 2 pieces to 1,400 war credits for 4. And then 40% more value in the main supply store, going from 50k gold for 1 piece to 70k gold for 2 pieces. There will be additional orange gear reward changes in the next section as well.
Cool. More rewards, more ways to kind of put stuff into characters. I like that. Yeah.
That's it. Okay. Ads, do you want to hit the raid milestones and the skill military characters?
Yeah, sure. So as previously mentioned, we acknowledge that these milestones are overdue for an update. We'll be adding additional tiers of milestones that will reward blue, purple, and orange gear orbs. Furthermore, there will be top tier milestones specifically for Doom Raid progression with exclusive rewards. We anticipate this happening toward the end of March. So that's cool. Update on that. And then skill military characters. Some players that invested significant resources into characters with the skill and military traits have provided feedback that the team isn't quite meeting their expectations. While this team can challenge many other squads at an equal power level, we've seen that they haven't been winning as many battles as we intended. The combat designers are now taking a second pass at the skill military team to make some additional improvements that should increase their effectiveness in combat. Additionally, we will be adding the military trait to Black Widow. So she will be another character you have the option of swapping in. We anticipate these changes going live in version 5.3. The character balance is an ongoing and ever-changing endeavor for us, and we always appreciate your feedback to assist in striking that proper parity. So that's good that they're kind of like, we're always doing this, so we appreciate you guys. And then it goes on to tech issues. I had this hammer one the other day for the first time.
Oh yeah.
Well annoying. Go ahead, Diggs.
So Thor's hammer throw. Yeah, this happened to me once or twice as well. It's frustrating. The engineering team has continued to investigate the problem with Thor's hammer throw ability, causing a soft lock. Fortunately, we're fairly confident that we found the problem and will push the fix in version 5.2, scheduled for release in a few weeks. What we found is that when the ability was used once, Molyneux wouldn't properly return to Thor's hand. Then if a player tries to use the ability a second time, that's when the soft lock would incur. We will monitor the situation to ensure that the fix is working as intended. Do you want me to just crack on with the buffs?
Yep. Go for it, mate, yeah.
So, buffs not expiring when intended. I haven't noticed this. Have you boys had this happen to you?
No.
No, me either. I wish it did.
No.
So there are currently some scenarios where positive effects of characters do not expire in the intended time. For example, a character with defense up that should expire after 1 turn lasts 2 turns or longer. This will also be fixed in version 5.2. No, don't fix it. Arena exploit. When it comes to exploits, it's a tricky situation regarding communication. On the one hand, we do not want players to know that we're aware of an exploit and investigating how to close the loophole. On the other hand, players that didn't already know about the exploit might seek information on how to abuse it. Given the recent concern over this exploit, we feel it prudent at this time to acknowledge it and say that we're aware of what we're doing about it. Without going into too much detail, for the aforementioned reason, there is currently an exploit that allows players to manipulate arena rankings in an unintended way. We have a fix for this to go live in version 5.2. Again, I wasn't aware of that either. You wasn't anything about that one?
Just from the blog post about that guy that had spent loads of money on the game, invested loads into it, and then I think Luke read it out actually. He'd invested a lot into the game and was like, I'm leaving, can't increase my arena rank or whatever it was because of this exploit. I think is that about right, Luke?
Yeah, I mean, we discussed it outside of this. Yeah, there's a guy who, yeah, like you say, exactly that. Yeah, I know there's two things that are affecting arena. One of them is a slingshot method, and there's another thing as well. Yeah, I mean, there were as well people communicating, like, so let's say we were all in the same shard. There were people communicating in like a Discord server, being like, right, okay, you get number one today, and then tomorrow I'll get number one, blah blah blah. Like, it's yeah, it's gross. At the end of the day, mate, if you're cheating in this game and they catch you, they should ban you for life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just dirty. But yeah, moving on. Black Panther's passive ability. Regarding Black Panther's passive ability, Defender of Wakanda, he is currently not gaining speed bar when he kills a target through an assist attack. This is not intended and will be fixed in version 5.2, so making Black Panther better again.
I noticed this today. I noticed this today, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I noticed this when on the getting further in that event. But yeah, sorry, carry on.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Both the Black Panther ability and the Thor's hammer. Apparently, these bugs became even more prominent when ISO came in. So people think that maybe ISO 8 is a reason for the problems. But you know, they're fixing it, so that's good. I mean, I don't think we should be kissing too much backside for fixing bugs like that. But yeah, costume. I'm going to get it. Costumes clarification. In the 2021 first half preview post, one of the new features we mentioned. In one of the new features, we mentioned that working on his costumes. There were several questions from players wanting to know if unlocking and equipping a costume for a character would somehow enhance that character's balance or abilities. The answer to that is no. Costumes will have a direct mechanical advantage. There is a possibility that in the future, costumes could unlock additional perks, but there are presently no plans for them to do so. The intention of this system is to allow players to customize the look of their characters freely without feeling pressurized to change costumes in order to gain an edge in battle.
I like that.
Okay, and the summary, the team always welcomes feedback and constructive criticism. Please know that we're always listening and that it takes time to put feedback into motion. As ever, thank you for being here with us on this journey. Right, so what are your opinions on this this post?
Yeah, so there's some good things in there, but there was a lot of other things they were talking about addressing last week, weren't they? Weren't they talking about RTA issues and was it Red Stars or something else? And it feels like they talked a lot about a lot of other things that they haven't talked about in this. But what they have mentioned is all sounds positive. More training modules is like, give me
Red Stars for Ultron, but it does say first half preview, doesn't it? So maybe they're like, let's circle back to some of the things and then we'll mention more in the future. Do you know what I mean?
But like I say, more training modules, yes. More gear, yes. All sounds good. So yeah, I'm satisfied. What you had?
Yeah, I'm satisfied as well. I'm quite happy with the costumes clarification bit. I mean, I was kind of hoping you'd get a bit of a bonus if all your teams suited up right. I thought that'd be quite cool. But even if it's a visual bonus, that'd be cool. I think if it depends how they're gonna make the costumes available to get, because if it's a purchase thing and you get a bonus, I think that's unfair because that's a paywall, isn't it? But if it's like if it's earned them, then I guess it's all right. But I'm fine with it looking cool and doing nothing. Like it's like Fortnite. That's how Fortnite do it, isn't it? All the customizations are just cosmetics. They look cool, but you could jump on and like, what's the term? No skin, isn't it? Where you just still have the skin you start with, and like it doesn't make you better or worse.
Dancing around in your pants. isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. But so I'm fine with that, and the rest of it. Black Panther, I'm not that fussed, to be honest. Earlier on I noticed he wasn't doing it, and I didn't even mention it until I read this, so I'm not that fussed.
That's why I don't use Black Panther mate until now.
Yeah. The Thor thing's cool because it only happened when you or whoever brought it up in the podcast. Skill military, don't use them, but I probably will if they're really good. And yeah, more gear, great. What about you, Luke?
It's very well summed up. So costume clarification, like I like the way this is worded because it's very like dark arts, you know what I mean? It's like oh yeah, you know, like it basically says no, there's no, you know, no, it's, you know, what is it? Costumes could unlock additional perks, but there's presently no plans for them to do so. So maybe at some point in the future, they're basically covering their back, which is clever.
Yeah, of course. They're not politicians, aren't they?
You have to, yeah, you have to do that because you've seen like people literally. So when obviously we weren't playing when the Wakandan team came out, but when it came out, they said, and we could probably find it in a post. They were like, they will be the Apex raid team. And that sentence is like a spear that the community has used just to jab at them every time. Just like, Apex raid team, you know what I mean? Like, these guys suck. Apex raid team, like, we'll give you that spear, you know what I mean? So,
yeah, I feel like that sentence you're talking about, they need to have put a but in there, don't they? The answer to that is no. Costumes will not have a direct mechanical advantage. But there is possibility that in the future costumes could unlock additional perks. Do you know what I mean? It's like they've just deleted the but so it doesn't look bad.
Yeah. Like I say, it's politician speak, isn't it? Where no means no, and yes, and maybe, and potentially, and it might happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Everything is everything else.
Yeah. They're like, that's a good idea, but we can't be bothered to develop it at the moment, so we'll just leave it as cosmetic.
Yeah. So my overall opinion on this post is I think it's a good thing, and I mean look, I know we're only a small podcast, and you know I don't expect this to go any further, well I know we're the UK's number one, but you know like I'm going to say a few things and I'm probably going to ruffle some feathers, but to be honest I don't care. Like the training modules is great, like you know people were like, look, this is a problem, you need to resolve it. They're like, sure. Orange gear again, that's fine. The raid milestones is fine because they're going to be giving purple, blue, and orange orbs. That's great. Even the skill military thing, I'm not annoyed at because it's another team that I can use in my blitz rotation. And we're going to have squad tabs as well, so there's more space for them. And you know, we'll be able to use the skill military team in an event. Black Widow's getting involved in that. That's great. The technical issues, you know, like I say, like fix your bugs. My biggest gripe with this post is nothing to do with Scopely. My issues with the community. This post is in relation to the blog post they put out 3 weeks ago, and I got into it with some people on Twitter about it. Like, basically, everyone's like, they haven't addressed red stars, they haven't addressed the gold issues, the bottlenecks in red stars and gold and gold. And I'm like, they didn't address it in the initial blog post. So as the initial post 3 weeks ago, they're basically saying, right, you know, they basically covered everything that they covered in that blog post 3 weeks ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all the community creators are not helping by literally just gaslighting this situation by saying they haven't covered gold stars, they haven't covered red stars. It's like, well, yeah, we were upset about that 3 weeks ago. Get over it. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to address gold. That is the biggest bottleneck in the game. That's why they sell it as high as they do. And red stars as well. You know, like there is a definite reason why there's an offer for like £60 red star orb or whatever it is in the store at the moment. You know,
red stars to me make sense why that's a premium, because it's the biggest increase. Do you know what I mean? Like if you take someone from no red stars to 4 red stars, if you train them up to 50k with no red stars and then go from none to 4 from 1 orb, like that increase, it would be like 30k. So it's not surprising that that's a premium, and that's why it costs so much to buy that. That doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, and I think I can't remember your quote last week when you were saying about, what was it, my diamond shoes are too tight, or whatever it is.
Oh, my wallet's too small for my 50s and my diamond shoes are too tight.
That is literally like the small community that the vocal minority that this game has. So it's not good enough. It's like, well, nothing's gonna be good enough for you people. You know, like, I mean, how the community creators in this game stay cool with people, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's bonkers. Like, they literally covered everything. Okay, there are two things they didn't cover. They didn't cover RTA, which they sort of covered in the looking forward blog post. They know that mode sucks, so they're going to do something about it. And they missed something else as well. But pretty much the main problems that the game has, the main bottlenecks, they addressed. So I'm like, can't we just be happy about that?
People can't focus on the positive, mate. You can do a million things right and one thing wrong, and all people care about is that one wrong thing.
Yeah, and I think because the community get heard by the developers, they're almost it's a good thing, but it's almost a bad thing for them, because it's like, oh, now they're moaning about this, now they're moaning about this. Do you know what I mean? It's like you said, like, you know, they're never going to be happy, because if they're happy, then the developers can just keep like, you know, chugging away, just keep doing their thing. But people are like, oh, they listen to us, so now I've got an issue about this, now I want the game this way, but then someone else thinks something else, and it's such a vocal. Basically, we're all big geeks, so and we're all going to jump online, we're all going to jump on Reddit or comment or whatever, because we're passionate about it and we spend a lot of time on it. So yeah, if it was like I'm trying to think of something you know, that wouldn't have as many people online kicking off about it, but like, it's probably the community's probably people that were kicking off online in a different community anyway, you know, talking about the Marvel universe somewhere else. But now they're like, cool, I'm invested in this. Here's my point of view.
I mean, so I saw a so someone posted on the Reddit a picture. So obviously the guys in Australia, they get anything a day, well, earlier than all of us. So they posted the login calendar, the 14-day login calendar that everyone has now, and like someone posted a picture of it, and somewhere in the comments of that thing was like, it's not enough. And I just wanted to be like, what is wrong with you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like,
yeah.
In the words of Nate Dogmeat, it's never enough.
It's just amusing. Like, there's a small minority of people, and yeah, they're a vocal minority, but this game is pretty large, and the majority of players that aren't as engaged as we are wouldn't even notice this sort of stuff. They might be like, oh man, I've got no training modules, and then if they continue to play the game, they'll be like, they probably won't even notice that they'll be getting more over a period of time. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
I mean, it wasn't that long ago that I was moaning that I couldn't get enough T3 ability modules. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
and now you got loads.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't looked at how many I've got, but I'm probably drowning in them. It's my character to actually look how many I've got. But I know every time I want to level someone up, I don't have to worry about if I've got enough training modules for it. 1,500. And I've spent loads recently, so it's going to happen. You're going to get to a point where you need to get a certain resource, and then you do it enough, and you'll have enough of it for what you need. It's just the way it is.
It's just a funny community. Like, you know, like I'm playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla on the PS5 at the moment, right? I don't complete a raid or a mission on that and then go online and kick off at Ubisoft because I've not got enough wood for my settlement. Do you know what I mean? It's like, but people are more than happy to do it with Strikeforce, and I think that's because the developers listen so much and because it's such a evolving game. So it's almost a blessing and a curse for them, isn't it? That they're constantly updating the game, constantly bringing new things up. So, and I know that a lot of people spend a lot of money on this, and we don't. So maybe because we're not as invested, we're more cool with being like, oh, I'm all right with that. Cool. It's something for nothing. Whereas people that are paying for things, they're probably like, I bought this character and it's not good enough. Do you know what I mean? So I do get it. But at the same time, it's like, just grind away, play the game. Remember why you're playing the game. It's because it's a grind. That's why you're playing it.
I mean, I you know, like, I think we have to try and sort of toe an even line in this podcast in regards to the community and the devs. You know, when they're wrong, we take them to task and we're like, this is not good enough, this is unacceptable. You know what I mean? Like, whenever it seems like there's a bug that benefits the community. It seems that it gets dealt with in ridiculous like lightning fast, quickness. And then, Black Bolt's passive still isn't doing what it's supposed to in certain places, like stuff like that. Like, that's not good enough. Like, like if we were playing FIFA and like your defender would just I don't know, just sat next to the keeper and played everyone onside, like you'd be like, you need to fix this.
Yeah.
Like just for example,
Yeah. I think I like the way we're not just like, oh, I'm not happy with this. Let's get on the hate train. Let's call out the game for all this. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I like that we're not like that. I like that we're kind of, let's see it from the developer side and stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's good to do, because I don't think, I like that we're not just like bashing them for everything, and we do give them props, because I think that's important as well, isn't it? Yeah,
absolutely,
definitely, man. And like, they've come out, they've done everything sort of. Obviously there are other issues, and maybe there'll be a further post in in a short period of time in regards to the gold and the red stars, but for now, like, they covered a lot of the issues, so yeah,
it's good. Hopefully more to come with that, and yeah, we'll keep smashing through our dark dimensions as well. Hopefully I'll be in the Doom, a bit deeper into the Doom nodes by next week, but I imagine I probably won't be.
That's it. So what's our plans for this week, moving forward? Diggs, what are you planning on doing?
Just leveling up the Wakandans, mate. Like I say, just hammering up those bad boys, those bad lads. So I'll probably do Shuri. Then after that I might do Killmonger, because you can use him in the mercenary stuff as well. Then Black Panther, and then the other two. It's good that they've got a range of origins, because it seems like all I do recently is level up tech and bio people. So it's good that they've got mystic and skill to come. I mean, Shuri's tech, but the rest are all mystic and skill, so that's good. I'm happy about that.
Brilliant. How about you, Adam? What's your plans for the week?
Well, I'd like to get through these Doom nodes now that I'm on here. So I mean, maybe you guys could. Well, I'll show you my teams for this. I mean, maybe you guys could tell me who you think I should use or level up for that. And then I'll do that, or I'll try that. So I've got my Inhumans, 224k, or I've got my, where are the X-Men? 177. Oh, there we go. So they're 177. You were saying earlier, aren't
they? Yeah.
And I've not really leveled them up since. So I mean, who do you guys think are better for that?
I wouldn't bother with Cyclops unless you're doing a full X-Men team, but with your Black Bolt being as high as it is, I'd do more Inhumans.
Okay. So just keep going with them?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
Have you not got Yo-Yo?
Not high enough, no.
I would level up Yo-Yo.
You can't Yo-Yo, can you?
No, you can't farm her for starters, but you can still level her up. She's, honestly, mate, she's amazing. Yo-Yo's so good.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Even at 2 red star, mate, honestly.
Really?
She's better than Miss Marvel, yeah, definitely.
And okay. And what do you think then, Luke?
I agree with Diggs, man. I mean, if you've got, I mean, that team's pretty high. You should be able to get through the first three nodes with them with a bit more investment. I haven't got Yo-Yo in that team either. She's too low for me. Mate, I want to like put her up. At some point, once I'm a little bit happier with where my resources are, I'm going to try and get everyone up to a point, and I will bring her up as well. But I've just got so much to sort of pay attention to at the moment. So
okay,
she is Yo-Yo is mega.
Okay.
Yeah, she works so well with Black Bolt, mate. Like, yeah.
I'll get her up as well then. So for people listening, my Inhumans are 224k, Black Bolt's 83k is my best on the team, and then the others are between 30 and 40. If you guys are on Doom 1 or you've done Doom 1, is that the first 3 nodes? Yeah, the first 3 nodes. Let me know who you used for it, or if you used X-Men. There's something, I guess, to start a bit of a conversation on the post for this week if people want to have a chat. Hopefully,
I imagine they probably will, just in regards to the blog post itself.
Yeah, hopefully people comment, because I mean, Adrian, hopefully you check back in and let me know what you do or what you did. But everyone else, give us a shout. But yeah, what's the plan this week, Luke?
Just Dark Dimension, and I'll be going through hopefully chapter 2. I'm going to try and get my my aim through nodes 1, 2, and 3. But again, it requires a bit more investment. But yeah, you've started Dark Dimension 3, Adam, haven't you? Is that right?
Yes, I'm on Dark Dimension 3, which is fun ish. Okay. It's humbling. But yeah.
Humbling. Big on it.
So I'm on there we go, 3rd node.
Oh, that's the 1st node.
Hang on. What? The 1st node?
Yeah.
You haven't beaten any of the other nodes, have you?
1, 2.
Is there actually characters on those 2 nodes?
No, that's node 1, Adam. That's the 1st one. Did you? Yeah, there's nothing on those 2 like silver things. There's nothing there, and then the first one is Ms. Marvel.
What do you mean?
No, there's somebody on that corner, isn't there? The first corner, because it says mission 2. So he must have done 1 node already.
I've definitely done at least 1.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It says mission 2, so you must have done 1 node.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Awesome. So what have I only done? So I've done 1.
Yeah, you've done 1. Yeah. So you're on mission 2. Yeah.
Attack history. Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. No. Sorry.
I was like, what have I been doing then?
So funny.
So mission 2. How is that mission 2 and there's 2 before?
The first node is nothing there. You just start on that node, don't you? It's like Go on Monopoly.
Oh right. Okay. Oh,
yeah.
That sucks. Well, I'm still going to call that the 3rd node because there's 3 little things there. There's 3 little cakes there. So whatever.
Little cakes.
Okay.
Metal glowy cakes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you're on this one, are you, Luke? The mission 3.
No, I'm on. If you go, I can't really see. So if you just move the thing out of the way. So I've done that one. I've done the Chavez one, and I'm on Namor at the moment, I think.
Oh wow. Okay. So you're on mission 4. This is madness. If that's 1, mission 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd say that would look like 5 to me. Is there nothing here?
No, I was saying there's no mission there. It's just
why is there a thing?
Dark Dimension, mate. It's designed to tax your mind, body, and soul.
Oh, yeah. All right, fine.
I understand why you're confused by this. They do the same things in raids.
Really? Really? What? Why is this?
Yeah, like that node there. There's nothing there.
In my opinion, okay, I can see that now. That's a good point. In my opinion, they're like stepping stones. Yeah, you jump on the next stepping stone and then the next one. You don't hop over one. There's no stepping stone there. Do you know what I mean?
Cakes,
stepping
stones.
I don't care about Black Panther's 20% speed buff for when he kills someone. Sort these nodes out. Make you look stupid on Zoom. Come on.
Oh god.
Okay, that's confusing. One more thing before we go. Strike Force released a really cool wallpaper. I don't know if you guys saw it. It's like a white tiger Shadowland wallpaper on Twitter. I thought I'd link that in the comments on the YouTube video so people can jump and download that if they want.
That's a wicked idea.
Yeah. Nice. It was pretty cool. It's got Daredevil in the background, like a silhouette of it. It looks pretty sick. So if people want that, I'll leave it in the comments.
Like it.
Cool.
Awesome, mate. Right. Well. All right. Okay. Let's try and get this outro done without things going wrong. All right, don't put the camera on me, jeez. Right, okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, remember you will find us on YouTube under the name 4Play Gaming. We're on Instagram and Twitter under the name 4P Gaming, and you will find the MSF Pod podcast all around the podding spectrum. Please subscribe and please give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. It really helps us get noticed and climb those ranks. If you want to ask us a question for the next week, drop it down in the YouTube comments below on this episode. Thanks a lot for watching or listening, and we will catch you next week. Adam, say goodbye to the people.
Cheers, guys. See you next week.
Diggs, you got anything you want to say?
No, see everyone next week.
Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot for listening, guys, and good luck, Commanders. Boom.